Hey YouTube, you have Leonard here. Green guys and gals, rent a girlfriend, Kanojo Okurishimasu. We're here, we're live, chapter 244, the review portion. Now guys, I do kind of apologize for not having the review last week. For those who watched on the Twitch side who saw the live reaction, you guys kind of know that not much happened in that last chapter, so I really didn't think that it was worth me doing a 2-minute review. But this chapter had so much essence to it. This was honestly, and I don't want to keep hyping things like my favorite chapter, things like that. This was such a good chapter. Not because anything particularly crazy happened, but we get some answers to characters who had not been around before. We hadn't had Ruka and we didn't have Nagomi. We never got their thoughts on this whole 3-month void in Kazuya's life. And that frustrated me. And this frustrated I think most of us, honestly, have been frustrated by that. And I predicted that if they do address, which they had to at some point, we still weren't going to like it. I personally don't like Ruka's responses or Naomi's responses, because for a person to go into that much of a depressive state, and then also for Naomi, for her not to see Chizuru for so long, so many questions should have been raised. And in the normal flow of the manga, we know that these things would have happened. I can't realistically expect that Ruka went to his place, saw he was depressed, knowing what it was about, and simply didn't do more to be there for him. It's a completely missed opportunity. Instead, a character who's not passive like Ruka goes around and basically saying that she's just kind of like, I didn't really know how to approach you, and like that. I don't know. I don't like that, and I know they're trying to explain it away. I don't like it. I truly don't. But at least we finally have it addressed in the canon of the story, which is good. So no more speculating for the most part there. Still need Kibe though. We do definitely still need Kibe. But now on to the part of the chapter that I think was 100% amazing. Chizuru and Kazuya texting. I didn't know how deep it was going to go. They started texting the chapter, right? And you saw the back and forth going, and it was nice, it was chill. But guys, I felt so much emotion when we got to the point basically where they showed us, how can I explain it? That whole full page spread of them just texting nonstop. As someone who's been in that situation, I'm sure many of us have had as well, when you have that person that you like, that crush, and you're just texting, you're going back and forth, the whole night goes by, or at least part of the night goes by, one of you falls asleep, and it's just like, that's such a sweet moment. And if you've ever experienced that, this chapter, it's hard not to hit for you, because it's the first time again we're seeing, and I honestly hate it, and I'm trying to get my thoughts together, everybody. I didn't like that things didn't end the Paradise arc. I really did not. But at the same time, I kind of like, despite I don't appreciate how we got here, I honestly really do like how Chizuru and Kazuya, we're seeing slow building towards a relationship. We're seeing the progression that should have been there all along, but the rental stuff ruined that. And now that they've gotten rid of the rental pretense and they're actually earnestly looking at each other, we can now have the natural build-up that would happen in a relationship. So I don't know how much longer this goes, but at this point, I'm treating this as like a manga reset. For whatever reason, this is where we are. We went from the climax to now we've kind of reset the story. But from just a pure character standpoint, what we see from Kazuya and Chizuru is honestly amazing, and it's just heartwarming. Even Kazuya, in line of his character, and I've done this before, you're like, do I send that last text? But then once she doesn't respond, do I end on a good note? And he sends the text, he's just like, oh man, I messed up, now she's not responding, she's doesn't care. And we always know, or we don't always know, but typically the person on the other line who falls asleep, they're happy. They're happy, you had a long conversation. When they see your text in the morning, they're probably gonna respond and be excited. It's just nice. It's really nice. So all in all, everybody, that's all I kind of want to say on this particular chapter. I really enjoyed it. I really did. I know I'm keeping this again kind of brief. I want to do almost like a separate video, just really analyze it, because there's a lot for me to talk about beyond just this chapter that I want to talk with regards to how I see endgame for Chizuru and Kazuya in this build up and everything, and how this, honestly, if you look at this in the context of several chapters, has been just really, really, really good relationship build up. It's just frustrating because these two have known each other for literally, well, almost 2 years now, right? And despite all of that, we're just now getting these levels of development. uh, that part's frustrating. But nonetheless, I thoroughly enjoyed this chapter. It was really good. And I'm curious to see where it's going to go next. But I think that the slow play relationship that we're starting to see build up with Kazi and Chizuru is perfect. The big issue that's going to come in, though, and it was foreshadowed a little bit here, is that Ruka is still in denial. She does not realize what is happening. And they still have neglected to tell Ruka the truth, which is a problem. So I am hopeful at the end of the day that they will do so. But we shall see. We shall see. So let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below, of course, per the usual. How do you feel about Chizuru? How do you feel about Kazuya and everything that's taking place with the two of them? What do you think is going to happen with Ruka? Do you think at some point they're going to finally tell her? Or is she going to find out the hard way? Which is what I'm kind of worried about for Ruka's character. That they've been delaying this. She's going to find out, and it's not going to be through them. And it's going to be a whole cluster of drama. So I feel for Ruka. I really do. Like the video, like the video, subscribe, like my content is really appreciated as always. And with that, I'm Leonard, and I'm out. Take care, everybody. Have a good one. Peace.